Jack Doherty finally loses it all.
Chill. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay. No, chill. Now.
I just got out of jail, guys, and I'm about to take my first shower since getting out.
The moment Jack Doherty's arrest hit the internet, people acted like they'd finally witnessed the beginning of his downfall. Folks were celebrating for hours, convinced this was the time Jack was actually staying behind bars. Some were practically cheering as if the judge tossed away the key. Because, honestly, a lot of people would love to see Jack sit in jail for longer than a commercial break. Maybe it would finally knock the arrogance out of him. But that victory lap didn't last long. Jack posted bond, walked right out, and immediately jumped back online, acting like he'd just survived a documentary-level prison experience. What most people didn't realize was that instead of focusing on the actual charges, they were too busy laughing at the arrest. And that's wild, because depending on how things play out, this mess could follow him for years, potentially 7. Before we continue, take a second to subscribe. We've got a lot more about this situation coming your way, and you won't want to miss what drops next. Jack was arrested in Miami for drug possession, resisting an officer, and acting completely unhinged in the street while filming content. Officers told him to step onto the sidewalk, and he tried to turn it into some sort of duel challenge. When detectives searched him, they found half an orange pill labeled 3, which they said matched a Schedule II amphetamine, plus a black container holding 3 hand-rolled joints. While Jack was out there arguing with police, they were literally uncovering why he was acting so out of pocket in the first place. Even Miami officials chimed in. The Miami Beach commissioner publicly roasted him, calling him a punk and a professional antagonizer, making it clear the city wasn't entertaining any of his antics. The next day, Jack paid his $3,500 bond, gave cameras a little smirk, and jumped on TikTok to warn people to stay out of jail, as if he hadn't been in there for barely 5 minutes. Meanwhile, the clip circulating online made it obvious he practically begged for those handcuffs with the yelling, the showboating, and the refusal to move. But here's the part people kept skipping. The charges he caught are not small. He walked away with 1 felony and 2 misdemeanors. In Florida, that felony alone carries up to 5 years, and the misdemeanors can add another 2. So yes, worst case, he could technically face 7 years behind bars. Whether that happens or not is a different story. But the internet couldn't stop imagining Jack Dye, the guy who can't stay quiet for 2 minutes, locked up for that long. And honestly, the reason people were celebrating isn't just the arrest. It's everything Jack has been doing for months. The drama with McKinley is always the first thing people bring up. This wasn't just a girlfriend. He married her on live stream in Vegas, then pulled out a prenup during the ceremony in front of her father. The vows claimed she'd get nothing in a divorce, and he'd own all her OnlyFans earnings. Her dad reportedly cried after the ceremony, and the internet never forgot it. Then came McKinley's claims. She said Jack pushed her into OnlyFans, told her he'd leave if she didn't do it, and controlled every dollar she earned. She said he blurred their relationship with his business and used her for views.
But the relationship was real.
The relationship was real. We were talking for 6 months before I even showed my face on camera, and I didn't have an OnlyFans or anything. I actually didn't want to do it. I was so against it. It was against everything that I was, raised with, and it just really bothered me, but he told me he'd send me back home if I did it, so I did it.
No.
The situation got so bad she needed police just to retrieve her belongings from his house. That alone was enough to sour the internet on him.
You gotta get out of my house. I didn't let you. I didn't say you can come in.
She's letting us in.
She doesn't own this house. I didn't say you can come in my house.
Her address is
I don't
on
care.
here. She's a resident here.
I don't care. You guys aren't allowed in my house.
We're not here to have a hard
You guys aren't allowed in my house.
But it wasn't the only thing. Not even close. Jack kept getting caught in messy situations everywhere he went. There was the clip of him sprinting behind his security after a group confronted him at the beach. People notice he runs behind his bodyguard so often, it's practically a part of his brand at this point. And the second he's alone, people start pressing him hard. That gas station moment said it all.
Hey, now we can't box. There's a whole...
Without security, people treated him like a live-action challenge.
Especially at that gas station. The moment people realize he's solo, they try to jump him like it's a sport.
See, bro, what you gonna do about it, bitch? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, you think of the Island Boys, bro. You a bitch. You a bitch, bro. Hop in your whip, you ain't gonna do shit.
Get back in your car, boy. No security is crazy, too. I can really take this from you right now and you wouldn't do anything about it.
Then came Natalie Reynolds with accusations that sent everything into darker territory. She claimed Jack pushed underage girls toward OnlyFans, tried to take down her Instagram when she wasn't profitable anymore, and even waited for a girl to turn 18 before getting her drunk on a yacht and pushing a contract at her. Jack denied it, but the screenshots spread fast, and even people who never followed him were suddenly paying attention. And who could forget the McLaren crash? Jack was live streaming in the rain, focusing more on entertaining chat than watching the road. He crashed the $200,000 car so badly, his cameraman got injured, and Kik immediately banned him. It was one of those moments where you watch the clip and think, how are you this reckless?
Oh! Oh! No! 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 Holy sh... Holy Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy
Then in October 2023, he showed up at David Doherty's Halloween party acting untouchable. Things escalated, his bodyguard punched someone, and that turned into a lawsuit for assault and battery months later.
What are you talking to, dog? I'm just saying, y'all say just stop. Then walk. Oh! Oh, no, you don't stop. What's wrong with you?
Everywhere Jack went, chaos followed. But the wildest moment may have been the CPS incident. Jack was live streaming like any normal night when a CPS agent and 2 officers knocked on his door claiming someone filed a report involving a child. Jack was stunned, insisting he didn't even have a kid. The agent explained that because his name was on the report, she had to speak with him before she could close the case. The chat went insane. Half the viewers believed it was real.
Yeah. But like, what's this about? I'm so confused.
She'll explain everything to you. She just can't explain it with confidential. Other people not involved.
Basically, that's the only thing. You're a baby daddy? You have a kid?
The other half swore Jack staged it just to stir the internet again. And with his track record, no one knew what to believe. But whether it was real or fake, the timing couldn't have been worse. He was already facing charges in Miami, and the internet kept circling back to that possible 7-year sentence. Whether he actually ends up facing serious consequences is something only time will reveal. But one thing is clear, a lot of people have been waiting for this downfall. If anything goes left, I'll be right here breaking it down the second it happens. At the end of the day, this whole situation is bigger than one arrest. It's the weight of every reckless decision, every controversy, every person he's collided with along the way. Jack might have walked out on bond with a smile, but the reality behind that smile is a stack of charges, accusations, and damaged relationships that won't disappear just because he posted a TikTok. Whether this actually turns into real consequences or ends up as another chapter in his never-ending chaos is something only time will show. But the pressure is building, and for the first time, he can't joke his way out of it. If even one thing tilts the wrong direction, this story could take a much darker turn than anyone expected. And trust me, the moment anything shifts, I'll be here to break it all down. If you want to stay ahead of whatever happens next, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss the next update. This story isn't over, and the craziest part might still be coming.